A homemade light and creamy whipped cream is better than any carton or canned version, well, at least in my opinion. It really is one of the easiest toppings to make, and it tastes as fresh as a piece of fruit. Well, maybe not exactly. The point is, there is no chemical aftertaste, and you can adjust the flavor and color to fit your preferences. Today, I'm sharing a simple whipped cream that can be used as a frosting for cakes, as a dip for fresh fruit, as a topping for pancakes, waffles, hot chocolate, or anything else you can imagine. I like to use this whipped cream frosting on my strawberry ice cream cake for two, and on my chocolate caramel and toffee poke cake. This whipped cream fluffs like a pillow and freezes like ice cream. Let's check it out. For the ingredients, you only need a few: heavy whipping cream, powdered sugar, and vanilla extract. Or you can add other extracts for flavoring or food color for tinting. That's it. Place a large glass or metal mixing bowl in electric beaters in the freezer for 30 minutes before whipping the cream. We want to sift 120 grams, which is 1 cup of powdered sugar, into a small bowl. Sifting the powdered sugar just lightens the powdered sugar, as you can see in the bowl, and eliminates the larger chunks that you can see sitting on top. But all of it will be sifted. This helps to incorporate in the cream a little easier. All sifted. Remove the bowl and the beaters from the freezer. Go ahead and attach your beaters to your electric mixer or stand mixer if you're using a stand mixer, and set that aside. To the cold bowl, we're going to pour 473 milliliters, which is 2 cups or 1 pint of heavy whipping cream, and this is cold and straight out of the fridge. Beat the cream until soft peaks have formed. Okay, notice we've got some bubbles going, and we don't have any trails left, which would be these little lines left from the beaters. So we're not at soft peaks yet, it's still pretty wet. We're getting to that soft peak stage. They're a little bit too soft, but we're close. All right, we're there. The peak flips over at the top, but you still have a form there. Now we're gonna add the sifted powdered sugar and 1 to 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'm using 2 because we like vanilla extract. You can also add other flavorings like a ½ teaspoon of other extracts, almond, peppermint, cherry, orange, etc. Many recipes will call for cream of tartar. Cream of tartar is a stabilizer that absorbs moisture and helps the cream to stay firmer for a longer period of time. However, powdered sugar automatically contains a stabilizer, so we do not need any of that here. So we're going to continue to mix this until we have reached firm peaks, which is stiff peaks, meaning they don't flip over at the top. You'll want to scrape down the sides of the bowl as you go. Okay, we do not want to turn this into butter. So, you know, when you've reached the stiff peak stage, when you lift your beaters up and the peak stays intact, it does not flip over, we are there. So that's it, we're done. You want to cover your bowl and then just set this in the fridge until you're ready to use it. You should use this within a day or two, or it will start to deflate too much. Let's take a small bite. Simple, super creamy, clean, fresh. I prefer powdered sugar in making whipped cream because it blends very smoothly, unlike granulated sugar that can sometimes leave a gritty texture. This cream is actually really good by itself. Store the whipped cream covered in the fridge until ready to use it. Try to use the cream within 2 days of making it, as it begins to deflate as it sits. Use it as a simple single layer cake frosting, topping for fresh fruit, or to add a little fluffy sweetness to your pancakes, waffles, and hot chocolate. It works great as an easy homemade frosting on a boxed cake, or as the outer frosting on ice cream cakes that are meant to be frozen. This is one of our favorite cake frostings because it is so light in texture and its simplicity balances out sweetness. Thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing. Until next time, soup up your breakfast pancakes, store-bought boxed cakes, fruit, or hot chocolate with a simple homemade whipped cream frosting, and go bake the world.